What's going on? What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? You have made it. We've gotten to the last lesson, lesson number 9, which is understanding side effects, right? You want to treat your body right, okay? And this is in, of course, secret number 2, which is how to use this step-by-step method of mine to increase your cash flow with various studies without ever having side effects. And I saved the best for last, right? We're going to show you how not to have side effects, really, right? So, are you ready? Number 9, understanding side effects. Side effects. So, what are side effects in the first place? Well, the side effects, the side effects is a situation to where once you take, any kind of a drug, it doesn't matter prescription, non-prescription, any drug you can think of, there's going to be a side effect. It's going to be and what we call it is an AE. In the study, this is what it's called, right? You're probably going to hear this a lot, okay? AE. What's that stand for? Adverse effect. Adverse effect. Okay? So, when you're in a study, and once you do the study drug, once you dose, if you feel any kind of way, if there's anything wrong with you to where you don't feel the same, like you're not your normal self, whether it's a headache, whether it's a stomach ache, mild things. Because of course, the studies that I'm going to show you how to get into as we're learning, you're not going to do the studies when you're doing the phone screening. You get to pick and choose. You don't want to pick and choose the studies that have a real big dosage amount, where you're taking a lot of dosing every day. It's up to you to choose what you want, but I'm just saying as a common practicality, a rule of thumb, pick the studies that have the least amount of dosing. Pick the studies that have the least amount of blood draws or have the minimum amount of the dosage, okay? And you can find this out on the phone screening. A lot of the information, though, you will find out when you go to the actual screening, all right? But it's just some information to keep in mind, just a side note. But adverse events, effects, they're the same thing, synonymous terms. Adverse events, adverse effects. It's when you did the dosing, you feel some kind of way. They have phones all around the building. A lot of times, red phones, black phones, different ones. Some for the paramedics, some for the staff, some for the nurses, and you can call and let them know. They even have monitoring systems in the showers. When you have your shower, there's cords you can pull in case you're not feeling good, in case you're feeling in a way something's wrong. Something's wrong. You feel something's wrong. That's what we're there for. You're supposed to let them know if you feel anything that's out of your normal routine, your normal, what your body is undergoing, okay? And they're going to get right on it right away to fix the problem, all right? But also, you got to understand side effects. There's ways to offset it. And these are some of the real study secrets, right, that a lot of people don't talk about. But I'm going to share them with you, okay? So, some things you want to know about is you want to say, I say number 1, you want to drink water. That's one of the, I can't tell you how understated this is. And actually, we're going to put this in blue for aqua, right? I can't overstate how important this is. Drink water, okay? This natural element, H2O. This natural element it's just unbelievable how much it takes care of. Water in itself is just going to take care of so much for you. Now, there's a rule of thumb that I know, because I am an herbalist. I have, when I'm doing studies, I don't do it, but outside of studies, yes, I do herbs. I'm an herbalist, natural, naturopathic, homeopathic, holistic medicine, not Western medicine, but this is the natural stuff, right? Things of the earth that's natural, you know, what the animals eat to help people to get the best help they possibly could have. It's probably the reason why I've done 85 plus studies, have made well over 6 figures, but it's the reason why I've stayed with no side effects. You're talking about 85 studies plus, and I've had one side effect, which was a mild cold and flu, which I don't even think that came from the actual study drug. That came from another participant that came in and was sick, because 5 of us got sick at the same time. All right. And we went to the paramedic and they helped us out. They took care of us. But we did have it for about 3 days, the little flu-like symptom. So drinking water helps a lot. It's natural, right? It's naturally. What you want to do is, the rule of thumb is, and herbalists know this, so I'm going to share this with you all, is you want to drink half your body weight in ounces every day. So take me, for instance. I'm 150 pounds, right? Don't judge me, okay? I'm looking to get some more weight. I want to get to 170, 175, you know, more muscle soon enough, right? At 150, I have to drink 75 ounces of water to retain that, okay? Because 75 is half of 150. So, like for instance, this is the 24-ounce cup of water in my jug that I usually take to my studies. Well, 3 of those is 72 ounces, okay? So 3 of those a day, whether it's for breakfast, lunch, dinner, whether it's in between, doesn't matter. I usually drink 4, usually. All I drink is water now. For some reason, I love water. I love how it tastes. I love how good it is. A lot of people don't like it, and I understand. But the best thing is, if you do like it, even if you don't like it, though, you have to force yourself to drink, because it cleans everything out. It cleanses your blood cells. It cleanses everything out of your body. To go to the bathroom a lot, it cleanses you, right? It's going to wash all the drugs out quick, too, right? That way you can get in more studies, because you're going to wash yourself out, cleanse yourself as much as possible, right? After you dose. Water. Drink water. So remember that rule of thumb, right? Half your body weight. Half body, right? Half your body weight in ounces. Okay? Half your body weight, and that's in ounces, though. In ounces. So if you listen at this, if you're 150, like me, you would drink 75 ounces, right? It doesn't matter how you drink it in a day, as long as you do it in a day. If you're 200 pounds, you're going to drink 100 ounces, right? Usually a gallon is 128 ounces, so you're almost at a gallon you're going to drink, right? If you're under that, like maybe 80 pounds or 100 pounds, right? Very petite, right? You're going to drink half of that. You know, 40 ounces of water if you're 80 pounds, or 100 pounds, 50 ounces of water. The bottom line is to drink half of your body weight in ounces. The next thing I would say is your eating habits. Eating habits. This makes a great deal. You might not think so, but it does. There's an old saying, and I'm sure you all have heard it before. It says, "You are what you eat." That is very, very, very important and very true, because what we eat, that goes in our blood cells. Our blood circulates, that goes to our heart, but then it gets distributed out through our body, even to the phalanges, even to the extremities, which is our feet, you know, our toes, our fingers. Everything we eat matters, right? And your body's going to keep the good stuff and get scarred the stuff it don't need. You're only eating the essence of the food anyway, which is the life of the food. The rest of the body gets away. It just discards the rest, okay? So what you eat, that's why when you go to these studies, they're going to feed you a certain diet, right? They're not going to give you all the stuff you would eat if you're on the outside. It's going to be good food, but it's going to be on a certain diet that they set for you to eat, okay? So what you eat is going to determine a lot as well if you have side effects, right? Now, some side effects, of course, you can't stop. You take the medicine, you're going to have some side effects. But a lot of times, you're not going to have anything if you're following a certain protocol right here. If your body is used to a certain protocol, you're not going to have anything. But if your body is all over the place, all out of whack, of course you may experience something, because you're not on something that is steady, okay? You're not steadfast. You're not grounded and rooted anywhere. Now, you might think this sounds like this is health stuff, Maurice. But this is important, because you are getting involved in the health industry. Even though you're making money, which is wealth, you're getting involved in the health aspect of the marketplace right here. Okay, pharmaceutical drugs, FDA, right? All of this is dealing with health. Yeah, they're paying us. We get wealth, right? We can get riches and turn it to wealth, but it's still in the health market. Okay, does it make sense? All right. Hopefully you'll follow me. Okay. Another thing to stop is get rest. Now you might think, Maurice, this seems like this is normal stuff, but I'm being honest, as I always am. These are things that people, you'd be surprised, the people from different walks of life that come in these studies. I've seen so many hundreds and hundreds of people, multi-hundreds, probably almost closer to thousands of people that came in these studies, and we don't all follow the same curriculum, the same criteria when we're on the outside in the world. A lot of people come from different countries. A lot of people come from different walks of life and cultures. So that's why I'm covering these things here. Getting rest is vital. You're going to get a lot of rest in there if you want to. It's all on you if you want to, because you're not going to have anything to do. This is boring, this process, right? To be able to get rich, right? And to turn that to wealth. But getting rest is important, right? So you definitely want to get rest when you can in there. Take that time to unwind, right? Take that time to unwind. Get rest, right? It helps. Okay, even on the outside, if you can't get as much rest, some people, like I've done it before, some people have such busy lives outside, they come into studies just to get rest, right? And a lot of times we say these are our 4 doctors, right? Water, eating right, eating healthy, get rest. These are like, I'm sorry, our 3 doctors, and the 4th I would say is getting the sun, getting the sunshine. That's good vitamin D for you, right? But these are good ways, these adverse effects are checked, that you're keeping tally on this, okay? You keep your body healthy, keep the temple healthy, you're not going to have to worry about a lot of issues when you do take the study drug and things of that nature, okay? But just remember, when you are in the study, if you do feel anything, just make sure you report it, right? Make sure you go to the paramedic, make sure you go to staff, someone and tell them how you're feeling. They'll be there ASAP. They do not waste time. They get to you quick, because what might be minor to some people could be major to someone else, all right? And I have yet to see a study where someone has just really had a hard time and died and just fell out and collapsed. No, I've never seen that. Every single study I've seen and I've been in, they're right on top of it. Even if someone doesn't like blood draws, and I've seen some people, like, they see the blood from the blood draw and they be like, oh, get kind of weary, pass out. They're right there to help you, the paramedic, to make sure you're okay. And it never happened again, okay? Because they always are on top of it. So keep that in mind. Like I said, you're dealing with professionals. You're dealing with people who are, this is what they do. They're in the hospitals. They're really on call with everything, and they're always there to make sure that you are okay. So that is understanding side effects. That is our last lesson in this actual module, and dealing with secret number 2, how to increase your cash flow with various studies, leveraging the various studies, and how to understand not to ever have a side effect. Now that you understand how this works, yeah, hopefully you'll get to it, and I definitely see you on the side of success. Remember always to stay too blessed to be stressed and obsessed with success, and smile, say cheese. I'm gonna help you get that cheese.